welcome to Think of a Number. You there. Think of a number between 1 and 10. 7. Correct. In this programme, I'm Johnny Bourne, certainly, and in this programme we hope to show you how to flex your flexigans, pop your pop-ups, and even how to double your money. And I don't mean just fold your pound notes in half. Also, we'll be exploring the amazing world of numbers. I think one of the most amazing things about numbers is the way people seem to be fascinated just by a few numbers. For instance, before we started the programme, we played a game of bingo with our studio audience. So, it's the first person with 5 numbers on their card. Eyes down, look in. All the 2s, 2 little ducks, 22. Downing Street, number 10. All the 8s, 2 fat ladies, 88. Oh, there's a lot of numbers coming out. Unlucky for some, 1 and 3, 13. Sherwood Forest, all the trees, 33. On its own, knock at the door. It's number 4. 5 and 2, 52. Everyone a winner. Congratulations, because you won the Star Prize. You've all won a free walk to Penzance. No, it was a swizz, of course it was, but it was just to show how fascinated people can be with numbers. You're all saying, there's another, I've got another, I've got another. There's only a few numbers. The fascinating thing about numbers or the amazing thing about numbers is that we're surrounded by them, yet we're still fascinated by them. I think we couldn't do without them, you know. Just imagine what the world would be like without numbers. Can you imagine what the 9 o'clock news would be like without numbers? Good evening, and here's the news for when the long hand is pointing straight up and the short hand is pointing straight across. Today, the Prime Minister issued a statement from his home in Downing Street. It's up a bit on the right. He said that from next week, the price of butter will go up by several pence a lump, sweets will go up by a few pence a handful, and petrol will go up by ever such a lot. A lady in Edinburgh today gave birth to some babies. Now, although it's common for a lady to give birth to a baby and another one, and what one often hears stories of ladies giving birth to a baby and another one and another one. This lady in Edinburgh gave birth to a baby and another one and another one and another one and another one and another one. Football. Oh, just a moment. Hello? Yes, fine. And another one. Football, here are some late results. Arsenal, no goals. Leeds United, some goals. Aston Villa, some goals. Liverpool, some more goals. Manchester United, a lot of goals. Newcastle United, not quite so many goals. Oh, thank you. Here's a flash. We've just heard that the high jumper, Ivor Springy Leg, has broken the world record high jump by jumping that high. The previous world record was that high, so we've beaten it by that much. And that's all from the news desk. So you see... Oh, thank you. So you see, we're surrounded by numbers, and we can't live without them. The other thing is that numbers are so simple to understand. When you think that all numbers are made up of just 10 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. And the man who thought of this system, whoever he was, we don't know who he was, we only know that he had 10 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And he devised this system so that he could count on his fingers. And today we can count on our fingers, unless, of course, we're wearing boxing gloves or mittens. Or unless we have a pocket calculator, because today we have pocket calculators to make arithmetic simpler. For instance, can somebody give me 2 numbers between 1 and 10?
7 and 9.
7 and 9. Fine. So if we want to multiply 7 and 9 on a pocket calculator, you simply go 7 times 9 equals... Just get it out. 347. You see, that's the trouble with a pocket calculator. Once you put it in your pocket, it's useless. That's why today we have, in the studio, over here, in this pocket calculator designed so that it won't fit in a pocket. You see? And we switch it on with the switch there. And we don't have to count on our fingers. With a 7, multiplying a 7 times a 9, we simply punch it up on the calculator. 7 times 9. And the little man inside counts up on his finger. And we get equals 63. You're working well, George. Of course, it's not really a little man inside. It couldn't be. It's quite a big man. Now, actually, the working brain of a calculator, this one here, and this little one here, is about that big. That's called a chip. Costs about 50p to make, that's all. And that's the brain that makes calculators work. However, if George gets his fingers tangled up, or his batteries go flat, or his chips go cold, we have over here, this is the one, a show of hands. There we are. We always keep these handy. They're quite harmless. Hey! Do you know where a general keeps his armies? Up his sleeves. Thank you very much. Now, did you know that you can do multiplication sums on your fingers? For instance, if you want to multiply 7 by 9, you imagine each hand has got numbers on the fingers. Hold your hands in front of you and just think that the little finger has got a 6 on it, then a 7, 8, 9 to the thumb, which has a 10. Right? And you want to multiply 7 by 9. Well, you make a 7 finger touch a 9 finger. Right? We've got a line to show that they're on a line. You count those 2 fingers and all those below. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you write the 6 down. Then you count all the fingers above those touching, but you count them on each side. There's 1 on that side, and 1, 2, 3 on this side. And you multiply those 2 numbers together. 1 times 3 equals 3. And the answer is 63, which is the same answer we got there. Now, this only works with numbers between 6 and 10, quite small numbers. And people are usually happier with small numbers. It's amazing how quickly one can get into very large numbers. We have here a calendar. It's February. You can tell it's February because there are 28 days. Do you know how many months have got 30 days?
Everyone.
11. Correct. 11 months have got 30 days. You've got to get up early if you want to get out of bed. Now then, on the 6th of February, my doctor told me to take regular exercise for 7 days running. And then to skip a week. No, the reason we got this calendar is because we heard a story of a boy whose school are going on an outing to the Silver Jubilee in June. And he thought, I'd better save up my money. If I saved a penny a day, I might have enough. So he counted the days and found it was 128 days till the outing in June. So that would only be, how much? £1.28. Right. Wouldn't be enough. He'd need a fiver at least. So he went to his dad. Now, his dad worked on an airline. He didn't work at an airport. He worked at a garage. And when a car came in with a flat tyre, he got the airline and put the tyre on. So he knew all about inflation. And so did the boy, because he said, Dad, would you give me a penny today, being the 1st of February, and 2p the next day, and 4p the next day, and 8p the next day, and so on, so that I can save up for the Jubilee? And his father thought, seems a good system. He said, all right, I'll do it, but I will only do it to the end of February. That's 28 days. And the boy was a bit worried. He thought, oh, I don't know if I'll have enough. Do you think he would have enough in 28 days? Yes. Do you think he'd have more? Yes. A lot more? Well, we'll just see. On the first day, his father would have to give him a penny, then 2p, then 4p, then 8p, then 16p. He's not doing bad, is he? On the 6th, he'd get 32p, 64p, 128p, 256p, 512p. But it's only the 10th of February. And 512p is £5, 12p on that day alone. And his father would already have given him another £5 from the other days. So he's got £10. The next day, another £10, then £20, then £40, £80, £160, £320, £640, until by the 28th of February, his father would have to give him on that day alone £2.5 million. And he would already have given him another £2.5 million in bits from the other days. And his father could think himself lucky it wasn't a leap year, because on the next day, the 29th, he'd have to give him another £5 million. And if they carried on that system for the 128 days up to the outing, the Silver Jubilee, his father would have to give him all these pounds. And 27p. And let's face it, if you had all that money to save, you wouldn't need to save, would you? From something with a lot of numbers, now to something with a lot of letters. I'm not the regular grave digger, I'm just filling in for somebody else. This is a replica of the Monmouth tombstone, to be found in the churchyard of St Mary the Virgin, South Wales. Covered in letters, you see. It all looks gibberish, doesn't it, unless you know how to read it. For instance, if you start with the H in the middle and read across, it says, "Here lies John Rennie." Starting from the middle and reading down, it also says, "Here lies John Rennie." If you read up from the middle, it says, "Here lies," whichever way you go, John Rennie. If you read across from the middle, it says, "Here lies backwards, John Rennie upside down." In fact, it doesn't matter which way you go. If you start at the middle and head for one of the corners, even if you zigzag, it says, "Here lies John Rennie." How many ways do you think it spells, "Here lies John Rennie"? Any guesses? The answer is 45,760 ways of saying, "Here lies John Rennie." And that's not all lies, that's a grave fact. Lovely. Any more? There we are. You all got tickets? All got tickets? Yes, that was quick. I'm a lightning conductor. Righto. Now, I don't need a hat. You ever been on a bus and had a ticket and started doodling? Yes. It's best to doodle with a long ticket. You can make an endless ticket. Do you know how to make an endless bus ticket? Just fasten the two ends up and you've got a hoop. You have a lot of fun with a couple of hoops. Sort of hoop, hoop, hooray. We gave some hoops to the people on the back row before we started. We've all got a couple of hoops each. Could you all throw them to me, please? Ready? 1, 2, 3, throw! Hoopers. Now, some people over here have got hoops. Could you throw yours? 1, 2, 3, throw! Hey! There's one. Oh, another one. Smashing. See, all you need is 2 hoops and a drinking straw, and you can make a glider. Let's get this one as well. You can make a glider that has got the advantage of flying straight, I think. Well, nearly straight. Thank you very much. Thank you. To get the hoops now, you've got your strip of ticket. Now, can anyone make a 5-sided flat figure with a piece of ticket? A pentagon, a 5-sided flat figure. Have a try. It's very difficult if you don't know how to do it. But if you know how to do it, it's easy. And I know how to do it because I read it in a book. So I've wangled it. Anybody? Let me show you. All you do is just tie it in a knot. Then over there, pull the end through, and you have to do it gently, and then squash it flat slowly. And you find, on a good day, that you make a pentagon. Not a polygon, that's a dead parrot. Pentagon. 5-sided, that's right. And if you fold one other side round the back and hold it up to a strong light, you see something else? We've got one just over here. Have a look. There we are. There's your pentagon. Looking through it, you can see a 5-pointed star. It's a pentangle. It's amazing. With just a little bit of ticket. Now, we started into paper folding. And once you start in paper folding, you never know where it's going to lead next. This is a flexagon. It's a hexaflexagon. It's got 6 sides. 1 side, 2 sides. That's mark 3. That's mark 6. That's mark 1. Hang on, can't find my way through there. 6 sides. And that's made with a straight strip of paper. You could have made that with the bus tickets you got in your hand. This is a 3-dimensional one. And it's, I'll turn it that way, and it opens up like a kaleidoscope. Isn't that amazing? There you are, look at that. Now, once you start in paper folding, I say, you never know where it's going to lead, because it's used in industry, frequently used in industry, for packaging. Got something here, what's this? It's a round ball, look at that. And we've got a pyramid here. Can you come down here and stand there? Could you pull this out? Can I have my elastic band? And don't let go of the pyramid. Got something else on the top. Now that's perfectly flat. What do you think is going to be inside? Watch it, don't let go. Look at that. A liner or a cargo ship with a crane that works. With another crane at the back that works. There's even furniture inside. There's a bridge, a mast, everything that a ship's got. And it all folds absolutely flat. Don't open the pyramid. Go on then, open the pyramid. Oh, well, while you're putting all those back, we'll have a look at just one pyramid. This is the Great Pyramid of Giza, built in Egypt by the ancient Egyptians. And the ancient Egyptians were the first people to understand deeply some of the more involved concepts of mathematics. In fact, some of the things they understood, we still don't quite understand today. This pyramid is well over 100 meters high. And there is more stone in this one pyramid than in all the cathedrals, churches and chapels built in Great Britain in the last 2,000 years. In the middle of the pyramid, there's quite a small chamber. When it was opened up, they discovered that the things inside that chamber have been preserved for much longer than anyone could have believed. In recent times, men have built copies, scale models of this pyramid, and they've put things inside them in the same position as the chamber inside this pyramid, about 1/3 of the way up in the middle. And they found that things like liver, eggs, all kinds of food, have preserved themselves for much longer than is normal. And in 1959, a man in Czechoslovakia built quite a small model of this pyramid, placed it with one edge pointing north, and inside, 1/3 of the way up, he placed a razor blade with the edge on a line from west to east. And he was amazed to discover that the razor blade sharpened itself. While we're in Egypt, here's another Egyptian picture. This picture, an ancient Egyptian picture, was painted by an ancient Egyptian. Have you noticed anything strange about the people? They're flat. They're all standing with their feet like that, their arms like that. They're all facing that way, but their shoulders are turned that way. It's impossible. Come and stand, you can come, and you. Can you? Come and help. Try and stand like that. Can you stand on this line? You stand over there, and you stand there. What's your name?
Helen.
Helen, and you're?
Mohammed.
You're Mohammed. Okay, fine. Stand like that. Now put your hands like that. Can you see? And then face that way. And at the last minute, turn your shoulders facing the camera. You fall over. Oh, you don't. You must be Egyptian. Are you Egyptian? Have you brought your mummy with you? That was very good. The picture, you see, is painted in 2 dimensions only. It's got height, it's got width, it's got no depth, it's flat. And all the people are standing flat. Can you imagine what it would be like living in a flat world, where the world and everything in it was flat? Come with me. In 1907, a man called Hinton wrote a book, and it was all about a flat world. It was a round world, but it wasn't round in that direction, as our world is. It was flat, and all the people were flat, and they lived on the edge, like that. It's a big world, of course, and they lived like that. But he found that it was extraordinary living in a flat world, because if you imagine you're flat, facing that way, you can't turn and face that way, because your nose has to come out to go back. So whatever way you're facing when you're born, that's the way you're going to stay for the rest of your life. Problem, wasn't it? So what he did, he had all the men facing that way and all the women facing that way. And that solved quite a few problems. But it didn't solve this problem. How do they pass each other? You see, one can't get out of the way to let the other one go past. So what they had to do is they had to climb over each other. So he made a law with courtesy for men to lie down, and the women used to trample over them. Which is really what happens today, isn't it, fellas? The other amazing thing, think about this. Once you're going in one direction, you've got to come backwards, without looking where you're going. You'd always be bumping into people. Boom. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, I wasn't watching where I was coming back from. And the other fellow would say, oh, you're always doing that, you get my back up. I beg your pardon? Back up. Oh, right. Boom. Oh, sorry, I wasn't watching where I was going back from. They'd be bumping into each other all the time. What about the houses? Well, they wouldn't live in houses, they'd live in flats, wouldn't they? But the doors, you see, the doors couldn't open like that, so the doors would have to hinge up and down, like that. But just think, if somebody opened the front door at the same time as somebody opened the back door, the house would fall down. So it would be an amazing world of narrow-minded people and flat-footed people all bending over backwards and clambering over each other and saying things like, luckily, we today live in a 3-dimensional world. And we now have 3-dimensional pictures. Here is a glass plate. It's ordinary glass in a frame. But watch what happens to the glass when I shine some light onto it. The light is coming from this, because this is a ray gun. It's called a laser, and it produces very, very strong light, and it shines it in a very, very thin beam. But we've got a lens at the end here, which fans the light out. It's shining on my hand. And it's not hot. Some lasers are very hot, but this one isn't as hot as a light bulb. It's quite cool. And look what happens to the plate when the light shines onto it. That's a picture of a glass apple. But it's not a flat picture, it's 3-dimensional. As the camera moves round, another side to the apple. Now the image isn't coming along the ray of light, like a cinema projector. The image, like a photograph, is on the glass plate. As the camera moves up and down, you can see, as it moves up, you can see more of the top. A 3-dimensional picture. I've got another one here. Let's take this one out. Let me show you another one. This one has been very skillfully done. Have a look. It's a skull. I wonder if it's John Rennie. A picture on a flat plate in 3 dimensions. It's called a hologram. And this science is called holography. And it's very new. But who knows, one day we might have 3-dimensional television. Can you imagine what that will mean? After you watch Basil Brush, you'll have to sweep up all the fox hairs off the sofa. Well, anybody fancy another game of bingo? Yes! Yes, I see. You don't mind, do you? We started with numbers, so let's finish with some numbers. Could you hold the pad, please? And there's a pen. And you take a handful of bingo numbers. Fairly big handful. Oh, I'm sure you've got enough there. Now, I can't tell, possibly, how many numbers you've got. So can I ask you to put some back?
Yes.
Yeah? I have no idea how many you've got. So could you count them up, please? Just count them up. And could you write the number on the pad so
Yes.
that the people at home can see how many you've got? Is it a 2-figure number?
Yes.
Right. Add the digits. For instance, if it was 34, you would add 3 and 4 and get 7. Have you done that?
Yes.
And that new number, put that number of counters back in the bag.
Done it.
All right? Now, summon the other hand and close both hands tight. And turn the pad over so that I can't see it. I hope this works.
Yes.
Have you done that? Which hand would you like me to guess?
This one.
How many are in that hand?
3.
So in that hand there must be 6.
Yes. That's right.
Round of applause. Excellent. Thank you very much. There you are. Thank you. If you'd like to know, there you are. If you'd like to know how that trick is done, drop me a line. Johnny Ball, think of a number, BBC, London. And we'll try and explain. But please, put a 6.5-penny stamp and an envelope inside. Because you see, if I had to buy 1 6.5-penny stamp today, 2 6.5-penny stamps tomorrow, and 4 6.5-penny stamps the next day, and 8 6.5-penny stamps, oh, my wages would have gone. All right? We started with numbers, and we finished with numbers. And the amazing thing is, with numbers, you can prove just about anything. For instance, this programme was recorded in Manchester, wasn't it? Yes. We're not in Birmingham, are we? No. We're not in Bristol, are we? No. We're not in Glasgow, are we? No. So if we're not in Birmingham, not in Bristol, not in Glasgow, we must be somewhere else, mustn't we? Yes. And if we're somewhere else, we can't be here. Goodbye.